Hey everybody, it's Kenny K here again, and I'm here with another uh, 80s slasher movie called Curtains from 1983. The movie is about, and hold with me because I saw this movie three, four times to understand it, and I'm still hard. I still, there's still parts that I just don't understand. So it's about an actress who is that the name of the character is called Andrea, and somebody recognizable. They have Samantha Egger. Samantha Egger is, if you're a David Cronenberg fan, she's in, I think it's 1978, The Brood. Really good and creepy body horror, slasher horror film. Really creepy film. Must review that. Must go back in time. Um, and she her director is called Straker. Now they come up with the fabulous idea of, we need to go more into Andrea's suffering and this and this and that, and we're gonna do method acting and put you in a mental asylum so you can learn more. And she's learning. The first week she's learning a lot. Second week she starts to get nah, lulled, and the third week she's completely like a zombie. With this movie is the hag mask. What I said a few reviews ago, I made this 1978 horror slasher, supernatural slasher, a psychological horror movie, sorry, named The Comeback, who had a hag mask too. Way creepier, way more intense. This one, creepy, intense, but not like that. And there is one girl, she comes in her flat, and it looks like somebody is breaking into her flat, and you see this guy with a ski mask. He's trying to basically rape her, and basically she knows the guy, and it's her fetish. She wants to be raped, or the illusion to be raped. That's her fetish. Okay, we're starting good. Now, spoilers from now on. This, so, you know, cast members are going to Straker's mansion, and they're all gonna die one by one. And also Samantha Sherwood, the one he put in the asylum, is also coming to the audition to put a little bit more spice and drama into it. Um, she eventually gets killed by the hag. You see the hag. She puts her. She puts her in a lock and then stabs her multiple times. You don't see a lot of gore. Actually, you don't see a lot of gore in the entire movie. She has this sickle where you can do a lot of damage with, and they don't use it. They don't. Is it a censored cut or was there an uncensored cut? I don't know, but there's no kill in the entire movie that's gory or bloody even, and or let's say somewhat gory. I mean, there's one aftermath kill scene that you can say, okay, that's gory, but that still ain't nothing. So they go, and at some point, another girl sees a doll on the road. Oh yeah, because it was her doll. When she was packing for all her things to go to Straker's house, she had this epic suit, like this porcelain doll, and a creepy fucking little thing. And then when she's driving, it's raining. She sees the doll in the rain, standing like that, looking towards her, and it's just a dream. And she dreams and wakes up in Straker's mansion. Boom. Why? What's the significance of this doll? Because later on, it comes back. So they're all on the table, they're all discussing. One is a stand up comedian and she would do anything to be an actress. And another one is a really shy one, but she will do anything to be an actress. One is a more experienced one. She thinks she's gonna get the role, but she's always nervous. Um, that's actually the only three of the six characters you get that are fleshed out a little bit. There's this one girl that's later on says, I like to go skiing every morning on music on the lake. It's frozen. I mean, ice skating. Now, eventually, Straker comes in, then Samantha Sherwood comes in, and he's, of course, oh shit. He's, of course, not happy with seeing her because they had a deal, they had a contract, so he's basically destroying that contract. It's okay. Then to explain it well, the next kill is basically it's one of the cooler kills in my opinion. The one that likes to go ice skating, she goes to the um, to the river where that's frozen shut, and she puts music on. Music goes off. She goes to check it out, and she sees a hand. And in the distance, you see a hacked faced person uh, skating closer and closer and closer, and she doesn't see it because she's busy with what's in the ice. And again, why is this there? The puppet, the porcelain puppet, Why is this there? And then she turns, she sees this hag mask coming towards her, and then she takes a sickle out of her back and she strikes her here. She managed to push her away. She runs away. Now she has an entire blood trail behind her, and eventually she dies by the killer is behind a tree. She does like this, and then normally you should see like this, the throat being slit, but you don't see that. You don't. You just see like, and that's it, and that's it, and you only see the killer with the hag mask two times. You only see him two times because let me tell. There's this moment, okay, that happens. I'm thinking that Straker makes fun of the comedian, and she's furious, and then he has sex with the shy girl, and she's completely uh, in shock, and she, what I understand, apparently left a note. She couldn't handle it, and then another woman, the curly-haired woman, the second, let's say, with the best resume, finds a chopped off head with a slash over her face in her head. I didn't see that kill. Who did see, where did that kill come from? She goes to Straker, look, and Straker is pulling her aggressively in the room, and he's saying, "You see, just go to bed. I'll lay down. Just go to bed, get some rest, and I'll lay down next to you. I'll fuck you." What a fucking sleazebag this Straker is. And then Samantha Sherwood comes in. She sees him lying there with the curly hair, and I'm thinking, and he's awake, and he's like looking at her with a cigarette in his mouth, saying, "You're done. I'm gonna take this one as my, Aunt Andrea, Audrey." And she closes the door, and then something happens. There's this one girl that gets that's the second and only time we see the hag mask killer again. She is having a cat and mouse game with a girl that I really don't know who she was. One of those six, but I don't know who. I don't know who. I don't know what her name was. I don't know what her she wasn't fleshed out, and she's holding her own. She's hurting the killer. You think she's gonna survive. She eventually she hides under in a grate. No, in a crate in a in a tube in the wall, and she thinks she's okay, but she a ventilation shaft, and she thinks she's okay. She opens up the grits, and she's being pulled back. That's all what we see. First of all, who the hell was that? She put up a good fight. She could have been the final girl. Second of all, what a lame kill. We don't see her. Then a big ass situation appears by Straker is standing there with the curly haired woman. I think that she's talking about the part. You see somebody entering with a revolver, shooting Straker, shooting the curly haired woman. Then we go downstairs. She sees Patty. That's the one with the comedian, the ex-comedian, and she's breaking a glass of champagne. She doesn't open it well. Then Samantha opens. She opens one properly, and then she says, Patty says, "Do you see straight? Did you see Straker?" No, I didn't see Straker. Oh, that. Huh? Why? Because I killed him. He fell out of the window. I shot him. Can call the police if you want to. I'm not going there. I'm not gonna going anywhere. And then she says, "Oh, I'm not going anywhere too." Ching! She takes a knife. Now apparently Patty was the fucking hack mass killer. We see we see her stabbing uh, Samantha Sherwood, and we see her flashback from her be um, doing a stand up in front of a group of mental patients. So she was crazy. I'm not, so basically, she was a crazy woman, and she says through those mental patients, I want to be an actor, and I'll do everything to do that. So like this, and there's a body lying in the jacuzzi with a knife in its side. I don't know who the fuck that is. There are multiple people that got killed off screen. Hack only appears twice on the ice. That was the coolest scene of the entire movie, the ice skating thing. Yeah, that was the coolest scene of the entire movie. And then a cat and mouse game in the wardrobe cellar, which wasn't really scary. And then Patty being a killer. It would be too on the nose if Samantha would be the killer, because she was supposed to take the role of Andrea, but she kills them in the same way because Andrea kills in this scene in the movie her cheating husband and the affair, the girl where he has an affair with, and she does it. Eventually, she does the same thing, kinda, you know. But then apparently Patty's being the one who's knocking off all the rest. So it's a weird movie. It's coming from there. It's coming from there. It's coming from there. And what's the score? It gets a 5.6 on IMDb. It gets a 4.5 from me. It's one of those movies. Watch on your own risk. It's just coming from everywhere. And why is that doll there? Why is that fucking doll there? What's the significance of that doll? Why? Who was that woman chased in the you know where all the puppets were hanging in the wardrobe room, and who the fuck was she? I don't know. An afternoon delight. I mean, I really don't know. I really, really don't know. An afternoon delight for Straker. It's such a weird movie. The killer is not, and then when the killer is revealed, it goes like that. I'm the killer. That see a little flashback. That's her reasoning because she's kook. So no, it's not. It's not a particularly good movie. There are better slasher movies in the year 1983. So keep on looking. Subscribe. See you next time. Bye.